BMW 2012 F10 series. We are checking out the FRM module for the brake lights, which are not on now because it's not hooked up, but they are on all the time. To access this module, you need to remove this sill guard, the left kick panel here, or they call the lower A pillar cover, needs to be removed, which is very simple. You pull this up and out, and then this has to come off. It's a Phillips screw, and this can come off. You disconnect this switch, and then you'll find the module sitting in this space right here, held in on a stud there with a 10mm, stud there, 10mm, and then it will have 4 connectors. All the connectors are the same style. To disconnect them, push down on the tab and pull the lever. There are 2 in the front and 2 large ones in the back. It will be sitting in there just like this. Now, the brake light switch signal, if you can see, let's go ahead and knock this light off, comes in on this top connector here, which is marked as module 2, and right there in front of where it says 20, it would be 21, and that pin number 21, that is where your brake light switch signal comes in. From your brake pedal switch. And I have it hooked onto my power probe right now, testing it. And you see, I press the brake, the signal comes on, signal goes away. Comes on, goes away. On, goes away. Grounded. So by doing this, I can confirm that the brake pedal switch, which is a Hall effect sensor right here, contactless, right here, it is working and operating correctly. It also says so in the car access system module. It says that that switch is operating correctly. And so the issue, I believe, is inside this FRM module, footwell module. It is a flood car, and I don't know if they use the same one from 2012 to 2017 or if they tried to reprogram this one, but the last program date on this module is in 2017, not 2012. So they either tried to reprogram this, or they did reprogram this, hence the updated last program date, or they've changed this from a newer one and it uses the same one. But the problem is that the brake lights, even though the switch is operating fine and there is nothing wrong with the brake light pedal switch and everything else seems to be okay, and this is a flood car, but I did open this up, which you can do with these 2 10 screws here, and then you push these tabs out here, and this top panel comes off. You can see the circuit board. I looked at it, I didn't see anything obvious burnt, but there is an issue here to where it thinks that the brake light switch is constantly being operated, even though it is not, as we can tell. Brake on, brake off, brake on, brake off, and that is the brake light switch signal on pin 21, connector 2B to the FRM. And we can see that the harness is good, the switch is good, and that the switch actually does work. So the issue with the brake lights always being on is with this FRM module. It needs to be changed. This is how you can test the brake light switch signal going to this. And to get this tab in here real quick, if you look at the back, I get the focus in a little bit better, maybe. Right there are tabs, and you can press the tab on both sides. Right there you see the clip on the top that's holding it in, and this whole connector will slide out. You can see me moving the tab there. Do it on both sides, and that connector will slide out the back. You can find your pin, put the back probe in, and then connect the wire lead to your multimeter, power probe, or whatever you're using to check. And then you can check the brake switch signal going to your FRM. It's working, so this confirms a bad FRM module.